Okay, I know it sounds a little crazy, but in this video, I'm gonna give you 5 reasons that you should spend with cash only and not use a card at all. Hey guys, it's Lee with Hang with Lee TV, and this channel is basically like a lifestyle channel where I give different advice on talk about personal finance and things like that. So if that sounds like something that you'd be interested in, consider subscribing. I make new videos every single Wednesday. Okay, so the reason I wanted to make this video about just using cash is because I've been making a lot of content around personal finance, and I really feel like cash has its place, but it's not something that people really talk a lot about. So I wanted to sort of take a moment to talk about 5 reasons why you should be using cash only, especially when you're budgeting. So that's what we're going to talk about today. So the first reason is because it's easier to budget. So when it comes down to actually budgeting itself, I mean, if you are on a budget, it's really easy to say, okay, this month I'm going to spend only $300 on groceries, and I'm going to only spend $100 for outings, and kind of categorize everything, right? But one of the reasons why it fails a lot of times is because we're using our cards. But if you're using cash, you're really only limited to the amount of money that is in your pocket or the amount of money that you've actually set aside for that particular activity. So if you are going out on a date and you've allocated $80 or $100 per month for a date, well, once you've used that money up, that's pretty much the end of your outings for that month. So that's the first reason. The second reason is purely because of the psychological benefits that are associated with only using cash. I mean, think about how it feels when you feel cash like leaving your hand. I mean, it doesn't feel great. I mean, when you're spending money or something and you just almost don't want to let it go, and there might be that moment where, you know, they're taking the money from you at the store and you just don't want to let it go. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, that whole psychological effect. So a lot of times when we actually feel the money actually leaving our pockets, we might think a little bit deeper about the decisions we're making, and we might think a little bit more about some of the things that we're actually spending money on. And also I think that when you don't actually see money and you don't see it sort of passing through your hands, you also kind of forget a lot of times, you know, how much money you might actually be spending. But if you actually see it, then it might start to look a little crazy to you versus just swiping your card and not worrying about it or thinking about it ever again. Reason number 3 you should use cash only is because more than likely it's going to lead to less debt, right? Because you're using your cash all of the time and not swiping your credit card or even using your debit card, it should over time lead to a lot less debt because you're going to be less inclined to actually use your credit card or borrow money, because again, you're making more deliberate purchases instead of just, you know, swiping your card with abandon and not worrying about it. Reason number 4 you should use cash instead of a card is because it's an exercise in delayed gratification. I mean, just think about it. If we want something, we can just go out and swipe our credit card and we can have it right then and there, right? In our society, I mean, having things right now and paying for them later, I mean, that's pretty much the name of the game, right? I mean, that's what we are pretty much like taught to do. That's what we're encouraged to do, whether it be through, you know, social media and all the bombardment of different ads that we see every day. All these things are just in our face all the time, and they just want us to just buy all day, every day. And so a lot of us, you know, we see something that looks really great. It looks fantastic. We see it on social media. Our friends have it. We see it in the stores. We want it. We have to have it. We know that we can have it because all we have to do is just swipe our credit card and then boom, it's ours. But this is a great exercise in delayed gratification, because if you don't have the cash for it in hand, then you can't buy it, or you shouldn't buy it. And so I think that's one of the other reasons why, you know, using only cash is a really, really great thing to do, at least for a little while as well. I know a lot of people out there are like, I can't live like this. Well, I really encourage you to actually try it for a while, and I really think you'll be surprised at yourself and how much you actually enjoy using cash only. Now, the 5th reason why you should use cash only is because it's accepted everywhere. So you don't have to worry about whether or not they accept, you know, Visa, MasterCard, Discover, or whatever else is out there. You don't have to worry about that because, I mean, pretty much everywhere you go, they're more than likely going to accept cash. And also, let's not forget, using cash can really save you, especially if you're in a pinch as well. So, you know, everyone loves cash. Cash is still king. If you made it this far in the video, let me know what you think about using only cash. Have you done it before? Do you think it's crazy? And if you have done it before, what's been your experience? Go ahead and leave a comment below and let us know as well. Let's have a discussion about that. Also, if you like this video, go ahead and hit the like button. And if you haven't already, make sure you hit the subscribe button for more videos just like this every Wednesday. Thanks for watching this video, and I'll see you next time.